And now I'd like to invite Tamika, to my worthy successor as the ED, to return to the stage to provide you with a preview of what we hope to achieve during the 5th chapter of the drama known as Legal Outreach. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, James. Nowadays, movie previews, especially for sequels, seem to run for about 20 minutes, but I promise you we'll get to the feature sooner than that. So some years ago, I came across a book with a title that piqued my interest. The book, What If, was written in 2014 by Randall Munroe, and its content was even more intriguing. What If is a compilation of ludicrous, hypothetical questions that were submitted to Munroe's website, such as, how many Lego bricks would it take to build a bridge from London to New York? Or the single most popular question, what would happen to the Earth if the sun suddenly switched off? Munroe, an engineer, conducted research, used scientific equations and mathematical methods to answer the absurd questions. And I can only imagine that in the early 80s, when James Bernard O'Neill encountered the dearth of misrepresentation or representation of minorities from underserved communities at Harvard Law School and later in the legal profession, he thought, what if I can inspire students to think about future professional careers and equip them to succeed in high school, top colleges, and beyond? And at the time, it probably appeared to be a ludicrous, hypothetical question. But here we are, many of us contributors to and beneficiaries of the vision. And as I take the reins and begin to imagine the next 40 years, I have my own what ifs. What if one of our most vulnerable populations, Black and Latin boys, could apply to and thrive in our program at a rate comparable to that of our girls? All students are given the opportunity to take advantage of our programming, and our young ladies are thriving, while our young men, particularly Black and Latin, more easily succumb to the social pressures, suffer from the effects of teachers engaging them from a deficit perspective, and contend with the unfortunate stigma of being connected to a rigorous academic program. The disparity, as many of you know, is apparent in our SLI cohorts, internship assignments, and even our college-bound graduating classes. It is incumbent upon all of us to think more creatively about how we recruit students, what we do at our gateway program, the SLI, to get Black and Latin boys to buy into our approach and connect more deeply to the LO community without sacrificing offerings for our girls, and tailor our programming until the gender achievement gaps are non-existent. What if we could amplify our impact by honing in not just on families, but on those communities in New York City that are the most impoverished? Over the decades, we have witnessed the generational impact of the program on the families we've served. There are alumni whose children and nieces, nephews, and cousins have gone through the program. And at this point, there are approximately 75 sibling combinations that have passed through College Bound. And they're here. And our families have provided the best testaments to the efficacy of our programs. But what about those for whom there is no connection? How do we reach them? The truth is, and you've heard this tonight, that access to high-quality schools in New York City is limited, particularly in Black and Latin communities. But we know we have a model that works for vulnerable populations. My hope is not just to identify students from struggling communities, but to fortify relationships with the schools and community-based organizations in those communities so we can not only make a difference in the lives of the families we serve, but transform whole areas like Jamaica, the South Bronx, Brownsville, and East Harlem. What if promoting diversity were not just a fleeting trend or response to racial, social, and economic injustice, but an embedded, ongoing fixture that is at the forefront of our personal commitments and our firms' and corporations' commitments? Building the pipeline just from high school into college is insufficient to advance diversity. Necessary, yes, but insufficient. The pipeline must be maintained and sustained by sharing the secrets to success at every level of the professional ladder with candidates from underrepresented backgrounds, by taking active steps to prepare historically underrepresented groups to succeed at those levels, and creating opportunities to cultivate the skills and experience of diverse talent. Over the next few years, I will seek support for our alumni who desire to pursue, uninterrupted, many of the fields to which they're exposed even while at LO. And this can take the form of true diversity pipeline programs where students who lack financial resources are given access to test preparation like the LSAT, and where they're provided with internships so they can delve more deeply into the work, learn new skills, and receive mentorship. And now we don't have to conduct research, use scientific methods, or mathematical equations to answer seemingly absurd questions. The outcomes are in our midst. And there are several groups in this room right now who are poised and positioned to be part of the solution. Alumni who now understand what it takes to sacrifice, persevere, and even struggle to grow, achieve, and now succeed can pledge to serve current students by joining our alumni board, where you can mentor students, host career-ready events, career exposure workshops, and even help students who are in college and other postgraduate institutions make inroads into professional fields that you're currently in. Our law firm, real estate, and corporate partners can not only provide early career exposure and development to our students by providing internships, professional exposure workshops, and professional workforce entry workshops, but also identify and urge others who are committed to diversity to join our newly created Diversity Council. Now, maybe you don't have the time, but you have the resources, or you know someone who can direct their philanthropic efforts toward changing the educational and professional trajectory of students from underserved communities. You can start making that difference tonight, or make the connection to those who can help to actualize the vision. More than ever, I am personally committed to not only advancing the mission of legal outreach, but digging deeper, spreading wider, and going further to reach our target populations and increase diversity in professional industries. Because I am convinced that there are still bright and promising little children out there in disregarded communities who need us. So tonight, I invite you too to make an individual and collective commitment to changing lives, communities, and the landscape of our workforce. Because in the words of Werner Erhard, each of us has the opportunity, the privilege to make a difference in creating a world that works for all of us. Thank you.
James and Tamika have inspired us so much, not just tonight. Looking back at legal outreach's history, and James's story proves that the foundation legal outreach has built over the past 40 years will last because it's built on a solid foundation. It's obviously built on faith, compassion, a belief in the human spirit, and a belief in the collective contributions of the village. Each one of you has played a vital role in the growth and development of the organization, and each one of you will determine its future. And that's why I want to try something as we wrap up here, because it is about the collective we. So when I say we, I want you to say it back to me. Let's try it. We. Legal outreach is in great hands with Tamika at the helm, but it is the collective we that will determine whether this organization will succeed. It is the collective we that will determine whether it raises the bar. It is the collective we that will determine whether it continues to raise the bar.
That's right. And as we continue with the we's, we want to make sure that you all take your programs home with you tonight. Because if you forget to donate by chance, don't worry, you can still do it tomorrow. Just scan that QR code on the back of your programs and you continue to do that. Now, although the program has come to an end, the party can rage on for about another hour. We don't have to be out of here until 11 o'clock, and guess what? There is still plenty of food on either side. You got your chicken and waffles over here. You got your tacos over there. You got your lamb and seafood over here. In the back, you have a buffet bar of desserts, and they are good because I already snuck back there and tasted some. Real quick, in the very back room, the Oak Room, there was a photographer on hand to take new photos for your LinkedIn profiles or for whatever you need. Professional photographer back there for you. So go ahead and take part in that. We have a DJ on hand. Again, thank you guys so much for all your attention and to support for this organization. Make sure you check out Omar on CNN every day. You can check me out as well on Cheddar News and on social media at Mr. Shannon Lanier. Have a wonderful night. God bless. Good night.
Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Come on now. Celebrate good times. Come on. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. Celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! It's a celebration. Celebration. funk you up.
Hands, everybody, if you got what it takes. Hands, everybody, these are the brothers. Hands, everybody, clap your hands, everybody. Hands, everybody, these are the brothers.
This is that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Stylin', wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band bought that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Good times. These are the good times. Leave your cares behind. These are the good times. Good times. These are the good times. Our new state of mind. These are the good times. Happy days are here again. The time is right for making friends. Let's get together. How about a 9:45? Come tomorrow. Let's all do it again. Boys will be boys. Better let them have their toys. Girls will be girls. Cute ponytails and curls. Must put an end to the stress and strife. I think I want to live the sporty life. Good times. These are the good times. Leave your cares behind. These are the good times. What you want, baby, I got it. What you need, you know I got it too. All I'm asking is for a little respect when you come home. Just a little bit, baby, just a little bit. Just a little bit, mister, just a little bit. I ain't gonna do you wrong. Why you gone? Ain't gonna do you wrong, 'cause I don't wanna. All I'm asking is for a little respect when you just a little bit, baby, just a little bit. Just a little bit, just a little bit. I'm out to give you all my money, and all I'm asking in return, honey, is to give me my promise when you get home. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Ooh, your kisses, sweeter than honey. And guess what? So is my money. All I want you to do for me is give it to me when you get home. Whip it to me, just get home. Now, just a little bit. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, T-F-T-C-T. Sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me, little respect. Sock it to me, sock it to me, sock it to me. Woo! Just a little bit, little respect. Just a little bit. I'll get tired. Just a little bit. Keep on trying. Just a little bit. You're running out of food. A little bit. I am. Just a little bit.
You want a timeless song, I wanna change the game. Like modern architecture, John Lautner coming your way. I know you like this beat, cause Jeff been doing the damn thing. You wanna turn it up loud. Future nostalgia is the name. I know you're done trying to figure me out. My name's on the tip of your tongue, keep running your mouth. You want the recipe, but can't handle my sound, my sound, my sound. No matter what you do, I'm gonna get it without you. I know you ain't used to a female alpha. No matter what you do, I'm gonna get it without you. I know you ain't used to a female alpha. Can't be a rolling stone if you live in a glass house. You keep on talking that talk. One day you gonna blast out. You can't be bitter if I'm out here showing my face. You want what now looks like. Let me give you a taste. I know you're done trying to figure me out. My name's on the tip of your tongue, keep running your mouth. You want the recipe, but can't handle my sound, my sound, my sound. No matter what you do, I'm gonna get it without you. I know you ain't used to a female alpha. No matter what you do, I'm gonna get it without you. I know you ain't used to a female alpha.
You won't break my soul. 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 I'm telling everybody, 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 everybody. Now I just fell in love, and I just quit my job. I'm gonna find no drive. Damn, they work me so damn hard. Work by 9, then off past 5. And they work my nerves, that's why I cannot sleep at night. Motivation, I'm looking for a new foundation, yeah. And I'm on that new vibration. I'm building my own foundation, yeah. Hold up, oh baby, baby, you won't break my soul. 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 I tell everybody, nah, nah, everybody, everybody, everybody.
Release your anger, release your mind, release your job, release the time, release your trade, release the stress, release your love, forget the rest.
I'ma let down my hair, 'cause I lost my mind. B is back and I'm sleeping real good at night. The queens in the front and the doms in the back. Ain't taking no flicks, but the whole click snap. There's a whole lot of people in the house trying to smoke with the yak in your mouth. And we back outside. You said you outside, but you ain't that outside. Worldwide hoodie with the mask outside. In case you forgot how we act outside. Motivate.